first down, it's Taylor. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Here we go!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kavari Russell. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second and long. Second down, Rivers. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 41-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Rivers. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pick.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. On now the Miami field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And here come the Bills. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Ground, this is Ware. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll go down at the 28. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Here we go. Ohio 38.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
They run with Logan. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They go play action. Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing, Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game. And that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Ajayi. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. To throw is Taylor. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Rivers now on second down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Looking deep for Demarius. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action with Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 32-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Taylor running the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Dumps that off to Ware. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near the 27. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Taylor from the gun, he'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
Now a hit, and Rivers Steelers lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Let's go.
They run it here. Ware. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
On second down, Taylor. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They go play action here on first down. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
To throw is Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and goal.
Hey! Ready? 390. Good. Detroit!
On play action, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. C.J. Uzomah in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come on, let's go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Ajayi. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. Finding room inside the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the run, it's Ware. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Spencer Ware hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This is Ajayi. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Yoder. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Yoder. Give him 30 yards there. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They run with a giant. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Now Rivers. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, it's Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. Here's Taylor operating from the gun. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. A first down throw here for Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play fake here, Rivers. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Taylor running the option left. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Taylor completes it to Lee. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Rivers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Yoder. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run for it with Ajayi. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Jay Ajayi stops short of the first. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They run again with Ware. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Spencer Ware with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Here's Kaya, first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. First throw down for the backup Kaya. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. First throw now for the backup, Nathan Peterman. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This is Logan. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
A first throw for the backup Peterman. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Peterman. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Oh, Peterman going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Turn.